Communities across the country come together in the face of COVID-19, and last weekend 11 Alive told you about how the Forsyth community rallied in support of Daniel Garcia as he battled the virus, raising more than $30,000 to help Daniel with his medical bills. Daniel unfortunately never got the chance to learn of the community's overwhelming love. His family confirmed he passed away on Wednesday from complications of COVID-19. A hero to his family, many in his community. He was a husband, a father of 4, and a grandfather of 14. Active in his church and beloved by those he worked with. A man known for his bright smile and the ability to brighten just about anyone's day. His wife Maria of 40 years was able to be by his side in his final moments. Daniel was 59.